What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the LASK Liverpool Europa League match review and analysis video, and we will also talk about the young players like Bajcetic and Gravenberch and what kind of games they had. This was like the full debut of Gravenberch. This is the first time he started for Liverpool, so I will analyze his performance, and this was the first start of the season for Bajcetic as well. But Liverpool looked like a team thrown together in the first half. And that's exactly what they were. These 11 players have never played together. So it was inevitable that we would look rusty and not like a well-oiled machine. But I was especially disappointed by the performance of Tsimikas and Endo. Tsimikas looked like a player who wasn't fully concentrating. They're concentrating in every minute of the game, especially in the first half, and no wonder Jurgen Klopp took off Endo and Tsimikas. Endo, I will reserve judgment on him. I don't want to be too harsh on him yet because he's still adjusting to how Liverpool play. Liverpool play a very specific style of play, very specific tactical setup, so Endo still needs to get used to his teammates, but he had a pretty disappointing start to his Liverpool campaign. But remember Cody Gakpo in his first 3 games, he didn't play well, he didn't look a great player, and then with time and experience and learning what kind of job he has to do in the team, he improved and developed into a really good player. And I expect Endo to do the same. I expect Endo to also develop into a really good player once he learns the Liverpool system and playing style and the tactical setup. Endo has to play a very unique role in that he needs to break up play and also to distribute the ball. And overall, I think in the first half, Liverpool didn't do much wrong defensively. I mean, LASK scored an absolutely brilliant goal. There was a corner for LASK. It was all Liverpool up until that point. We had the possession, we were attacking without actually posing a lot of threat to the LASK goal. But then they had a brilliant corner routine. They floated the ball to the far post, outside of the box, from the corner. The guy takes it down, Flecker or what was his name, and he half volleyed it into the far corner. Kelleher probably didn't expect the ball to go through Gravenberch's legs, but he reacted late and the ball was in the back of the net. Some people said last night that Alisson would have saved that shot. I'm not sure, maybe not, but still Kelleher is a pretty decent goalkeeper, and he had to make a huge save in the first half as well, because if LASK make it 2-0, it would have been a really difficult task for Liverpool. By the way, this video is late because I was myself playing football yesterday night. At the 75th minute mark, I had to leave home and I had a futsal tournament that I'm playing in every Thursday. We are playing in that game, and I just enjoyed playing football, but I got home very late, so that's why I'm posting this video this morning. So if you appreciate that, make sure to leave a like. And today is FC24 release day, so expect a few FC24 videos on my channel later today, so check back. But it's a worrying trend for Liverpool that we conceded the first goal in 4 out of our 6 games so far. We had 5 Premier League games plus this Europa League game, and we conceded first 4 times. But the bigger trend is in the last 60 games in all competitions, which is a full season of worth of games, we conceded first in 29 of those. 15 of those times Liverpool conceded after within the first 15 minutes. So 15 times out of the 60, which is exactly 25%, Liverpool concede first in the first 15 minutes, which is really worrying. You don't want 25% of your games to go 1-0 down after just 15 minutes. So it's a worrying trend, and Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have to figure out why this is happening. And out of those 29 games that Liverpool went behind, we have won 11 them, so that's good that we turned around 11 of those 29 games, but we drew 11 and lost 7. So we have only won 11 games out of the 29 when we concede first, and we lost 11 and drawn 7. So that's not exactly a great record. That's like mid-table mediocrity. Of course, in the other 31 games, we probably won a lot of them. And there are a multitude of reasons. Liverpool are still adapting to this new setup, which Jurgen Klopp really wants to play in pretty much every game. Even when we don't have Trent as our right back, we played Bajcetic as a right back, and I thought he did really well, but he doesn't have the skill set of Trent. Joe Gomez doesn't have the skill set of Trent, obviously. So why are we playing this inverted right back system even when Trent is not there? Maybe Jurgen Klopp wants to drill this tactical setup into the Liverpool players no matter who plays, but surely you adapt your tactical approach to the personnel that is available. So that's why I think it's really weird. Bajcetic, by the way, did really well. He put in some fantastic tackles, he got a lot of passes right, he was a really good player, really good performance from Bajcetic. I'm looking at his numbers. He completed 38 out of 45 passes, which is 84% pass accuracy. He also created 2 chances for his teammates. He had 1 successful dribbles, and he also completed 7 out of 9 long balls. So that's really good. Let's compare Endo's performance. Only 81% of his passes were successful. He didn't create any chances for his teammates, and he didn't have any successful dribbles, and he only had 1 accurate long ball. So even though Endo played it safe and passed it to a lot closer to his teammates, he still had a lower pass accuracy than Bajcetic, which is really interesting. Gravenberch also had a really good debut, I think. I think he attempted a lot of risky passes, that's why his pass accuracy was just 71%, but he created 4 chances for his teammates. He didn't complete any successful dribbles either, and he didn't win any tackles, but the fact that he created 4 chances for his teammates is really promising. And Gravenberch also had an assist. By the way, let's talk about the goals. Darwin Nunez got a penalty after Bajcetic crossed the ball in. The ball ricochets to Luis Diaz. He shoots wide, but then he absolutely gets clattered by the LASK defender, and the referee, a little bit, it was a 50-50 decision, points to the spot, and Darwin Nunez slots it home. And Darwin Nunez is our most prolific and most successful penalty taker after Mo Salah. So it was interesting, always interesting who gets to take a penalty when Mo Salah is not on the pitch, and Darwin Nunez scored it emphatically. And then the second Liverpool goal was just a thing of beauty. There was an interchange of passes between Gravenberch and Harvey Elliott, and Harvey Elliott releases Gravenberch on the right wing, who squares it to Luis Diaz, who thumps it into the roof of the net. Absolutely brilliant. And then Mo Salah came on, and Mo Salah looked hungry. He looked like he wanted to score, and he had some really nice touches, and the way that he dribbled past the LASK defenders, 2 of them, and slotted home between the goalkeeper's legs was a thing of beauty. So after a really disappointing first half, the second half Liverpool played much better, and in the end we had 14 shots in total, created 5 big chances. We had 2.2 expected goals, 67% possession. LASK only created 0.28 xG expected goals, and Liverpool continued their good start to the season. This is now our 5th win in all competitions, and while Liverpool are conceding first and not playing really well, if we are still winning, that's great. But imagine when this Liverpool team clicks. Imagine when this Liverpool team finally gets into harmony with each other, because there are a lot of new players in this team. Gravenberch, Endo, Bajcetic, Bendo. There were 4 players who who are new to Liverpool or don't play regularly, and of course Tsimikas and Kelleher also not playing regularly. Jurgen Klopp made 11 changes, by the way, which I predicted that Jurgen Klopp will keep at least some of the starting 11, but I don't expect Liverpool to make 11 changes from this game to the West Ham game, because Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz should start that game with Mo Salah up front, even though that's a little bit harsh on Jota and Gakpo. Nunez and Diaz are in just such great form. Darwin Nunez has a goal and an assist in every 46 minutes of play this season, which is absolutely amazing. Darwin Nunez got 2 goals against Newcastle. and then he got an assist against Aston Villa and a goal and an assist here, which is really, really awesome. So Darwin Nunez only started his second game for Liverpool, and for him to have already 3 goals and 1 assist is really, really awesome in just 2 starts. So this will be the proper Darwin Nunez season. Remember that for Benfica, his first season wasn't as good. He scored only 6 goals and 9 assists in the Portuguese league in his first season. Playing almost the same amount of games in his second season, from 6 goals he went to 26 goals and 4 assists, which is really, really impressive, really awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this season, which will be the Darwin Nunez season for Liverpool. And Mo Salah also breaks another record. He surpassed Steven Gerrard in a European goal scoring charts of Liverpool's history. He now has 42 goals, 1 better than Steven Gerrard. And honestly, when Steven Gerrard got to 41 goals in Europe, I was like, when will that be beaten? Because you have to play a lot of games in order to do that. Also, Jurgen Klopp became the 6th most successful manager in Champions League history, winning 56 games in the Champions League. And only like 5 other managers have more. Carlo Ancelotti is first with 102 wins, 107 wins in the Champions League, and now Pep Guardiola equaled Sir Alex Ferguson with 102 wins each. And Ryan Gravenberch revealed what Jurgen Klopp said to him before the game. So after training 2 days ago, Ryan Gravenberch said that Jurgen Klopp came up to him and said, feel free, you can do whatever you want. Of course, you have to do your things, but feel free and show yourself and show the Ryan you are. And he actually showed that. It was a really, really good performance by Gravenberch. Of course, he looks a little bit rusty and he misplaced some passes, but I liked that he always took risks. He always tried to go forward. He didn't really play it safe like Endo. Even though Endo, I think the biggest problem with Endo is he's a little bit slow in his decision making. He takes a second too long to figure out what to do, whether to pass or to dribble, who to pass to. And when he figures that out, by the time he does that, sometimes he gets dispossessed. Sometimes the opposition is already there, pressing him. So when he starts thinking a little bit quicker, it will be all fine. And Jurgen Klopp said that it was key that the management team showed the good moments that Liverpool did in the first half. We just didn't finish our situation off. The last pass or the last shot wasn't good enough. But Jurgen Klopp showed the Liverpool players that they did something, they did good things in the first half. Jurgen Klopp said, I told the players we had to get rid of the frustration and start getting back into the game again, and we have a good chance to turn it around, and that's what we did. And it was difficult, but we won it, and it was well deserved. And Jurgen Klopp said something very key. Everybody expects us to fly through this competition. It will not happen in the group stage, in the knockout stages. We have to dig into it, and that's what we did. It was a massive learning curve tonight. The opponent suffered much less from the pitch than we did, which is a little bit normal because we had the ball more often. If we would have used Ben Doak a little bit more often, give him the ball, I think we would have got the ball more times on the touchline and passed the ball inside or whatever. Ben Doak had a lot of good runs. The left back of LASK was absolutely terrified of his pace and dribbling and trickery. So I was really happy with Ben Doak's performance as well. And Jurgen Klopp is right, we didn't use him enough. We should have given the ball to him at every opportunity and tell him, run at the fullback, terrorize him, and make him commit fouls so he gets a yellow card and maybe a red card as well. Ryan Gravenberch played the super game, really difficult circumstances, he was really decisive. Konate could get 80 minutes, Stefan Bajcetic could get minutes, so there were many positives, and I'm cheeky enough to be really happy about the game. And Jurgen Klopp achieved 50 wins in Europe, which is a Liverpool record, I think. And Jurgen Klopp always downplays his achievements. He said that I'm pretty sure it's because in European competitions there are a lot more games now than they were in the past, but still he should take massive credit for that. Getting 50 wins in Europe for Liverpool is absolutely brilliant. And a few Liverpool fans, including myself, were very worried when Ryan Gravenberch went down with an injury, but he was just cramped up. He just ran so much, and also he didn't play a full game since the end of last season, so it was inevitable that he would get some muscular discomfort, but I think he will be fine for the West Ham game on Sunday, which is now a huge game. West Ham came from 1-0 down to beat Banca Topola, the rookies in the Europa League, so West Ham will be full of confidence for that game. But crucially, the game is at Anfield, so Liverpool should go out and beat West Ham. It will be a really big, really hard game. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and now expect the FC24 videos to start big on my channel. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.